Want to make big gains and accelerate your progress in the gym? Maybe it's time to start using a barbell tracker. Barbell tracking is a great way to get a deeper look into your performance in the gym. Just like how runners use GPS watches to inform their workouts, lifters can use barbell tracking apps to train harder and smarter, accelerate their progress, recover faster, and even mitigate the risk of injury and burnout. I'm going to take you on a quick start tour of the Metric barbell tracking app, a no hardware, no strings way to log your workouts, track your bar speed, and so much more. Best of all, Metric is free to use and get started with. My name's Jacob, I'm a strength and conditioning coach and the head of product and a co-founder at Metric. Let's take a walkthrough of the app. We're going to cover all the essentials of the Metric app in 6 sections. Firstly, setup and profile, importing or recording your very first set, reviewing your set data, logging workouts, customization, and then finally we'll have a look at history and performance tracking. This isn't everything in the app, but it's a really good start to get you up and running, so let's get in and create your account. When you first download the app, you'll be greeted by a welcome page. First, you'll need to register for a free training profile. The first thing you'll do is fill in more of your profile details and add a profile picture if you like. I'm going to log back in now to my regular training profile so that we have some training history in the app. You'll see why in the upcoming sections as we start looking into your data and comparing it. Once your profile's set up, you'll see a few options on the homepage for logging your training. You can either record a quick set, import a training video that you've recorded earlier on your phone, or start a workout to log and record multiple sets. Let's start by recording a quick set. First, you'll need to enter the set details. I'm doing a safety bar squat here with 60 kilos, and I'm using default size weight plates, so I'll just hit that toggle. Once that's all set, hit continue and you'll find yourself on the recording screen. Metric tracks barbell lifts by recording video with just the camera on your phone. For some recording tips, be sure to check out the tutorial and take note of the examples that help you frame up and set your video correctly. Before we hit record, you'll also notice the control stack on the left side of the screen. Here, we can modify a few of the settings as we need or as we prefer. Plate size, that can stay at the default 45 centimeters we've already set. For this video, we're going to use mode 1, which is our default recording mode. Modes 2 and 3 are really helpful for explosive, fast-moving Olympic lifts. For the feedback setting, I'm going to turn on a target of 0.5 meters per second. That means for every rep I am above that, I'll hear a little chime in my AirPods for each rep that hits that bar speed target. Next is the tempo metronome. I'm going to leave that off. I'm not focused at tempo in my training at all at the moment, so I'm just going to leave that off. Then lastly, I can switch between the selfie front-facing camera or the rear camera. And I can zoom in and out. I can also do that by pinching on the screen, just like a normal video. I'm just going to adjust the framing a little bit here so that my body, the barbell and plates are all clearly visible and stay within frame for the entire set. Now I'm good to start lifting. I'm using a mini tripod to stabilize my phone, but any sturdy object like a kettlebell or a water bottle would work just fine here. Now I'm going to tap record and then I can go and do my set. Now that I've completed the set, I can hit the stop button and I'm taken to the set review. Here I can see all the analytics for my performance on that set. First, at the top, I can play back the video to review my technique. This playback is complete with a bar path trace and my mean velocity for each rep is shown there on the bottom corner. If you like, you can also export this video to your camera roll or even save it directly into the app using the share button up top. Next, I can see my record badges. Each of these represents my 4 personal record categories: load, power, reps, and velocity. Unfortunately, no records for today for this set, but you can see how close I got to my all-time best velocity. So 94% of my best, that's pretty good. I'm pretty hopeful I can beat that in the coming weeks. No records, but I do have a positive velocity trend. So that's definitely still something worth celebrating. Trends are a way to compare your performance today versus your most recent 6 weeks of training data. It's a really great way to see your progress over a shorter time frame, along with flagging any abnormal fatigue levels that might be impacting your lifting today if you get a trending slower alert. If I keep scrolling down the set review, I can see a detailed breakdown of my set data. There's a bar chart and a summary for mean velocity, range of motion, and eccentric tempo stats. For today, I'm interested in 2 numbers in this section. My velocity loss, which is only 11%, which makes sense. This is a warm-up set. It's pretty easy and light. So that's a low level of velocity loss. The second one I'm focused on at the moment in my training is ROM, or range of motion consistency. For this set, it was 91%. That's an okay score, but I'd really like to see that closer to 95% for better control, and as the name suggests, consistency in my range of motion and depth on each rep in this set. 2 more elements of this set review further down the page, and we can see the first is a rep by rep table, laying out the velocity, range of motion, and eccentric tempo values for each and every rep. Then below that is the velocity trace graph, showing my instantaneous velocity throughout the set. Now we started recording this as a single quick set. but I actually want to record another set of squats, this time a working set with 100 kilos. So as I go to exit the set review, I'll be prompted to either delete, save the single set, or start a workout. Let's go ahead and start a workout. This is exactly the same as if I'd started that workout from a main button on the home page earlier. Now I'm in workout mode, so I can easily just add another set of safety bar squats, change the weight to 100 kilos, tap the camera, and boom, I'm ready to record again. After this second set, I'm again taken to the set review page. Still no records for this set, and this time my velocity trend is stable, 101%, so just slightly better than my 6-week average. Between that faster trend on the first set and 101% or stable on this set, that's a pretty good indication that I'm well recovered and training is right where I want it to be. It's not a record-breaking workout by any stretch, but I'm beating my 6-week average, so things are looking good. Notice also in this second set that my range of motion consistency is higher, 94%, so that's closer to the 95% target that I really want to be achieving. If I exit the set review this time, I'm now taken back to my active workout, ready to add more sets or more exercises. For my squats, because I've recorded 2 sets now, I'll have a load velocity profile that I can look at. So if I open the exercise settings for the safety bar back squats and then toggle on and enable profiles. Back to the workout, and I can now see my load velocity profile here, which shows the relationship between the weight that's on the bar and how fast I'm moving those sets. You will also see a gray profile line on the chart. This shows my load velocity profile from last workout, allowing me to easily compare today's purple line profile with that gray last time profile. The goal here is to have a profile that gets bigger. It should move up and to the right as you get better and stronger. So as like with the good trend scores and the positive profile, looks like today is in fact a good lifting day. Now before my last set of squats, I might start warming up with my next exercise. So let's go ahead and add a seated cable row. I'll add that exercise via a quick search in the exercise library. Enter the weight, and because this is a non-barbell exercise, I'll also enter the rep count and mark that first set complete. The data and training settings in Metric are fully customizable. So let's open the training preferences, and I'm going to enable RPE logging for my workout. Back on the workout, and I can now enter an RPE for all of my sets. When RPE is enabled, you'll also be prompted to enter RPE for each barbell exercise immediately after you stop a recording. Now you'll also see that this enables an RPE profile chart. So if I go from that load velocity profile to the RPE chart, I can now start seeing my RPE load values. The next thing I want to customize is I want to hide the eccentric tempo metric in my set review, because I'm not really interested in focusing on tempo right now. Back in preferences, let's go to the set review metrics, manage defaults, and then I'm going to hide eccentric tempo for all my exercises. I could also customize these metrics on an exercise specific basis. So let's say the next exercise in our workout is RDL, and for these I do care about eccentric tempo, and I actually want to see mean velocity turned off for that exercise. So to do that, I'd add RDLs to the workout, I'd open the options menu for RDLs, open the set review metrics, and then turn off default. Now I can customize the set review metrics specifically for RDLs, moving eccentric tempo to the top, and then hiding both mean velocity and range of motion for this exercise only. Now, when I do a set of RDLs and I go to the set review, all I see is the eccentric tempo metric, the number I want to focus on right now. Finally, let's finish this workout and take a tour of the features Metric has on offer outside of an active workout. Immediately when I finish a workout, I'll be taken to a workout summary. Here I can review all the records I might have set, the trends on my barbell exercises, and an overview of all the exercises and sets I completed. I'm going to go ahead and complete this workout, and here are the final steps that allows me to either turn this workout into a template or just save it and continue. Let's save it as a template and let's call it Monday workout. There are a number of ways I can review my training history. First, the performance tab, where I can see my progress on each exercise with a number of progress charts. I can look at the best weight each workout, best relative weight, max power, and also relative max power, or even my progress based on a best estimated 1RM, all across the time frame of my choosing. Below these performance charts for each exercise is a log of all my personal records for that exercise. So up top is the load and power records, and then a list of every velocity and rep record I've achieved, organized by weight. Next up in the history tab is a chronology of all the workouts I've completed in the Metric app. This allows me to dive back into my training history, reviewing every workout down to the rep. Or I could also take these old workouts to repeat them and save them as training templates. Finally is the video library. Here's a collection of all the training videos I've recorded and saved in Metric. I can open the set details to review my performance, play back the video, and even search and filter by exercise name. That was a lot to go through in one video. We covered setting up your free training profile, recording your first set and the video control stack. We looked through the set review screen and all the set analytics available in Metric. Then we started to work out, customized some training metrics, and even logged our first manual entry exercise. Finally, we looked at the performance, history, and the video library tabs, showing some of the ways you can explore your progression and your training history within the Metric app. Even with all that, we still haven't covered everything Metric has to offer. There's 1RM estimation, power profiling, template building and sharing, and then of course the coach mode features for managing and tracking your clients and athletes training in the gym. Be sure to subscribe for more Metric app ideas, tips, tricks, and videos, and how to take advantage of barbell tracking in the gym in your training. Plus, you should check out the Metric Academy. It's an online course for all things barbell velocity tracking. You'll find a link for that in the description and access to the full course for free on our website.